What is a cybersecurity consultant? This role covers a vast amount of areas within the information technology field. A cybersecurity consultant is usually brought in as someone to parachute and drop in and fill in a void within the business. If you have an information technology team, a CIO, a network architect, network engineers, domain administrators, all of these things fall into place in order to keep your business functioning as intended, but there's a security aspect there that a cybersecurity consultant can come in and add additional value and look at things from a different perspective in order to meet all of your technology and compliance requirements. A cybersecurity consultant can work in securing operating systems, endpoints, working in identity and access management, vulnerability assessments, penetration testing, compliance configuration management. There's just so many different aspects that need to be taken into consideration. Ideally, a cybersecurity consultant helps their clients' data be protected from cyber attacks and any information technology risk. Cybersecurity consultants identify problems, evaluate security issues, assess risk, and implement solutions to defend against threats to businesses' networks and their computer systems. The Bureau of Labor Statistics forecasts a 32% increase in employment in cybersecurity through the year 2032. Cybersecurity requires a balance of a strong technical background and the interpersonal skills to communicate with the various business teams and accomplish mission goals. What is the makeup of your information technology team? Do you have one or more people dedicated to cybersecurity and compliance? Having your website up, being able to take payments from customers, do different social media posts and marketing and advertising. Those are all great and all necessary, but who's actually securing the data and the systems that your business needs on a daily basis? Working knowledge of the potential threats that may impact your business, such as social engineering, phishing, and unauthorized network access to cause harm to your systems, are some of the areas of focus. Knowledge of operating systems, including, of course, Microsoft Windows, Unix, Linux, and any of the latest and greatest systems out there, is going to help you be in position to know how to secure them properly as a cybersecurity consultant. Leadership and project management skills are some things that are not normally associated with the idea of working as a geek in information technology, but these are very crucial for implementing new policies and procedures. I've seen quite a few videos here on YouTube about how to become a cybersecurity analyst, consultant, things of that nature, and I just have to talk about my path. When I started out in information technology, I had to work my way up from the absolute bottom. Thinking that you can become a six-figure cybersecurity consultant overnight is a fantasy. Things that get you prepared for the career are starting on a help desk, being a software developer, or maybe a system administrator, actually knowing every detail of the technology that you're working on is going to prepare you to secure that technology. If you don't understand the code language that you're writing in, or the different options for managing accounts within the operating system that you are in charge of securing, you're going to be lost. You have to be an expert in the technology before you can be considered a security expert for that same technology. Whenever I meet people and share that I work in cybersecurity, they always ask, so how do I get started? How do I get experience working in cybersecurity when no one will hire me without experience? This is where you need to combine your current role with cybersecurity. If you're working in information technology, that's very, very simple. All you have to do is look up security recommendations and best practices for the technology you're working on. But if you're working in a warehouse or in the food industry, healthcare, having different roles that are not necessarily hands-on information technology jobs, you have to be more creative. If you're in charge of stock or inventory for products that have nothing to do with technology, if you're using a computer, a laptop, some sort of application to track that information, you can use lessons learned from a boot camp or online cybersecurity training to match that with the best ways to offer security for that product. And then when you sit in an interview, you can speak confidently about how you would secure that information technology asset. Even if you never had the opportunity to physically do it, you understand how to do it, the importance, the why, the who, what, when, where of that technology, which is going to stand out and help you shine as you grow in your career or make that transition into cybersecurity consulting. Cybersecurity Ventures recently projected that there would be over 3 million cybersecurity job openings by next year in 2025. According to Burning Glass Institute, over 40% of job listings for computer support specialties, to include cybersecurity consultants, are looking for candidates that have at least a bachelor's degree. Attending cybersecurity boot camps to attain professional certifications from SANS, ISC Squared, ISACA, and CompTIA can speed up the process of landing a job as a cybersecurity consultant. Reading is of the utmost importance. Spending the time to read as many books as possible about cybersecurity is going to set the foundation for you to be an effective and efficient consultant. While your opportunities to gain experience as a cybersecurity consultant may be limited depending on your current position, reading as much as you can is going to set you apart from the competition. And not everything has to be a cybersecurity manual, review manual, anything that's preparing you for an exam. You can have other material shared with you, like some of my leaders and mentors have done over the course of my career, and look into things like a red team field manual. This is full of goodies and things that you may not learn in a boot camp. Really great material. Also, the hacker playbook. Whether or not you are a hacker, want to become a certified ethical hacker, you still need to understand the opposition. Some people may say the best offense is a good defense, or vice versa, but really knowing what hackers are doing, what are their methods, looking into things like threat modeling are going to help you apply the knowledge you learn in certification courses and exams into the real world daily activities of a cybersecurity consultant. And even this here, the basics of hacking and penetration testing. You could never be a penetration tester. That might not be your desire, but knowing what penetration testers are performing during their testing activities on your network is going to help you not only make sure you're following best practices and configuring your systems as necessary to be prepared for potential threats and penetration testing, but the output and the reports, the results of vulnerability assessments and penetration testing need to be understood so that you can work as a liaison and share the message of the level of threat, the level of risk associated with the findings, and the best ways to mitigate or remediate these problems. And this is going to come from experience or a whole lot of reading. Soft skills in critical thinking, problem solving, time management, organization, documentation, communication, and leadership are all essential to translating the technical skills you've developed into a good relationship working within the business. So, how do you get experience to become a trusted cybersecurity consultant? Look for opportunities in cybersecurity training labs and ways to recommend security enhancements in your current role. Using that knowledge to find jobs which match your skill set and excel during interviews can help you land a job in cybersecurity. When speaking about jobs, careers, different opportunities, it always has to come back to the salaries. Talking about the finances and the money involved of investing your time and working in this field. ZipRecruiter and Indeed both list an average salary near six figures that goes up to over $180,000 per year, and that's just an average. That is more money than NFL players used to get way back when I was in high school, and I was thinking that being an entertainer was the only way to make that much cash. Starting out in cybersecurity may only pay half of what is being advertised by ZipRecruiter and Indeed, but $40 to $50 per hour is more than 5 times the minimum wage in the United States. Wouldn't it be great to make more than the 3 or 4 people combined that you ride around in the car with, sharing money problem conversations? Whenever I think about career changes and maneuvering within the workforce, I always look at what's the most in-demand job, how much does it pay, and what are they looking for? What type of skills do you need in order to do that job and be qualified for the job? So it's like the NBA. If you want to be an NBA center, there's a minimum height requirement. You have to be able to jump a certain amount of inches on your vertical. If you want to be an NFL wide receiver, there's a minimum 40-yard dash time. You have to be able to catch the ball. So for cybersecurity, the same rules apply. Looking at job opportunities, you have to see what makes you valuable, what makes you a hot commodity in the cybersecurity market. For example, a senior security consultant has a job advertisement with a salary of $130,000 to $200,000. That's outstanding. Now we need to look in what are their qualifications and the job requirements. This opportunity is looking for someone with web application firewall, bot defense, API security, dedicated denial of service, reputation service, and multi-cloud networking experience. Also, knowledge of virtual machine or container technology, including VMware, KVM, OpenStack, and Docker. While some opportunities may emphasize years of experience or professional certification, this particular job is looking for someone with a bachelor's degree in computer science, information systems, or a related engineering discipline. Here is a nice opportunity: security operations consultant with a salary of $190,000 to $250,000. This individual will architect solutions that help customers strengthen and simplify their security posture, assist account solutions consultants in responding effectively to RFIs, RFPs, while serving as the main technical point of contact for the company. And to meet the expectations of this position, you should have 5 or more years experience in security operations, sales engineering, with a focus on CM, SOAR, SOC, and endpoint environments. In May this year, Forbes shared that the national average salary is just over $59,000 per year. Now, with that, understand some people are making half of that, some people are making double that, or even more. But when joining the cybersecurity workforce, consider, what would you do with the additional money of having a job that paid double or triple of that national average of, let's just call it 60,000. If you're budgeting that national average annual salary, here's an example of a cybersecurity consultant role that can pay double and even more, with a salary of $120,000 to $175,000. This person partners with global service delivery and assessment teams to coordinate, analyze, manage, and deliver results to meet regulatory and contractual needs. Also collaborates and acts as a liaison to internal and external partners, auditors, and regulators. And to be the champion and win this position, the company is looking for a bachelor or master's degree in a technology-related field, in addition to one or more relevant professional certifications as a CISA, CRISC, or CISSP. Whenever I'm out and about around town, meet new people, doing business, running into old friends and acquaintances, and they learn that I am in cybersecurity, the questions just flow. There's two sides of the table there. One half on the business owners, asking about what type of things they should be on the lookout for and the reasons why they may want to consider bringing in a cybersecurity consultant. And then on the other hand, people who are looking to transition their career, looking for ideas for their children who are graduating high school or getting ready to head off to college, and what aspects they need to consider for joining cybersecurity. But the bottom line is the opportunities are there. Companies need workers. job posts are just sitting there waiting to be filled. And it just takes someone to grasp onto that and run with it. Grab the baton, sprint full speed ahead, win the race, and take those salaries that are out there. This isn't a easy job. It does take a great amount of skill and learning. And again, read, and read. The more books you can read, the more videos you can watch just to get the exposure and work in labs, the greater your opportunities will be.